everyone, welcome back to Flour, Eggs, and Yeast. And you know that we love pasta. I mean, flour, eggs, in the name of the channel. You could also make pasta fresh with just water and flour. Sometimes we don't have time to make fresh pasta. Today's one of those days. But I did want to show you something to help out a little bit when you're at the supermarket trying to pick out pasta for your own dinners. And you'll notice that a lot of the pricing is pretty similar, right? There are some artisanal brands that are super expensive. We're not covering those today. We want to make sure that in the value pasta land, you're getting the best quality for your dollar. One really popular pasta is Ronzoni. And you can see in there, it's got like a little funky color to it. You see that? It's got some grooves. It's like a very dark yellow. It doesn't look very fresh, right? So Ronzoni's made in America, which is not a bad thing always, right? It's a pretty simple thing. This is an enriched macaroni product. So Ronzoni. Then I also found DeCecco. DeCecco is a brand that we like to use a lot. Can you see that? See how much lighter that looks? How much better it looks? And I know this one's a penne, so it's cut on a bias, but that's okay. What we're looking at is the color and the texture. This is bronze drawn, which is what you want. Right there on the package, it says it's dried for 9 hours. So that's a very slow drying process. You can kind of see the color difference here. This one looks fresher than this. This kind of looks dirty almost. They're using the same process. This Ronzoni is dried too quick at too high of a heat. And that's what gives it that weird texture and color. These will continue to get darker and more funky over time. And this, as you can see, remains kind of the same, as it was packaged originally. I did pick this one for a reason. In 1889, 3 years after they opened, Filippo Giovanni DeCecco invented the slow drying process. Now, Italians have been slow drying pasta in open air since forever, right? I could say thousands of years, who knows? But they've always done that because that's what they've had. They've never had to really mass produce and box it and ship it. He developed a first low temperature slow drying system, which takes 9 hours. And they still use that process today. They both use whole wheat grain semolina. They use a coarse semolina. I'm not sure, it doesn't indicate whether they use coarse or not in here. Cold mountain water, bronze drawn. The difference between this box and this box on any given day is 10 cents for a pound of pasta. I think that this is 10 cents used really well to get a better product. And it's not just because it's made in Italy versus made in America. It's the ingredients, the way they were treated, the way they were handled, the way they were packaged, and the way they were shipped to you, and the presentation and taste on your plate. So if this one is $1.90 and this one is $2 or whatever it is locally to you, bronze drawn, slow dried, you can see it. When you go to the supermarket, look through the little window, pick up a Ronzoni or some other cheaper brand, because there are cheaper brands than this, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about if it didn't come across in here. So with that said, do not forget to follow us. Do not forget to comment below. Is this new information to you? Have you seen our bronze drawn what is bronze drawn pasta video? If not, we'll try to link it somehow so you can see that where we talk a little bit more about it. But this is the best opportunity we have to pick the best pasta. And maybe we'll hit the supermarket and when it's a little less busy and show you some of the pricing and some of the pastas themselves. But this is what we have on hand, so this is what you see. And regardless of what pasta is on your plate, don't forget to follow us, because that is your buzz with your cuz. We'll see you next week. We got something good. We got something real good.